Hi everyone. Today we are going to look at describing a bar chart for the PTE test, and there will be a model answer. Now, as you know, the allocated time for this task, which is a speaking task, is in total 65 seconds. That's 25 seconds to prepare and 40 seconds to speak into the microphone. Now, that's not a lot of time, so we have to use our time very wisely. Now, whether we have a bar chart, a graph, or a diagram, we will divide our sentences into three parts. Now, the first part is going to be the title of the graph or the chart. The second stage would be the overview. This is where we describe the main trend in our diagram. And the third part is to talk about or identify any major differences or similarities. Perhaps there are peaks and troughs, that's the high point and the low point of a graph, or anything that really stands out. We must remember to use a wide range of sentences, simple and complex. Our complex sentences could include adverbial clauses, adjective clauses, or noun clauses, along with transition words. Those are words which connect the sentences logically, and of course a wide range of vocabulary using different word forms and so on to present a reasonably good description. Okay, so let's see if we can actually describe this in 40 seconds and how long it's going to take. I will set the timer and we will begin. The bar chart shows the marriage and divorce rate in the UK between 1961 and 2001. Overall, there was a steady fall in the number of marriages from 350,000 to 150,000 over the 40-year period, as opposed to a rising trend in both divorces and remarriages during the same period. It's important to note that the year 1961 saw a huge difference of 300,000 between marriages and divorces, while in 2001 the gap narrowed down considerably to only about 25,000. Well, I think we did that in about 35 seconds, which is not too bad. Now, I mentioned some figures there which could be left out, and so we will have more time to spare. So what happened was that the main points were mentioned. Now let's look at this again. So what first was mentioned was a title. The bar chart shows the marriage and divorce rate in the UK between those years. And then overall, or generally speaking, you can use those terms if you want. There was a steady fall. Try and use adjectives with your verbs, which would help describe it better. In the number of marriages from that number to that number, well, we could take that out if we wanted to, but over the period of 40 years would be a nice expression to fit in. You can use things like as opposed to, or in contrast with, to show a comparison between two things. That is the language that the graph really needs and what they're really looking for. Trends is what we talked about, the main trend. So as you can see, as the divorce rate dropped, rose, marriages dropped. And that is the clear thing. That's the most important thing. So next, the final paragraph is just an important point. And that is the big gap between marriage and divorce in 1961 as opposed to a small gap in 2001. And that would be something perhaps that we could highlight and talk about. And that would wrap it up. So 25 seconds. In 25 seconds, we need a plan and we need to do it quickly. We need to know what we're going to say. We need to look at the keywords and the main points and no details. You can take a lot of those numbers out, and the language that we're using. So what we're looking for here is a variety of complex sentences, a variety of a wide range of vocabulary, different word forms, connecting devices, conjunctions, and so on to connect the sentences logically. And that would do it. Okay, I think that wraps it up for today. See you later, guys.